Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 14th through the 20th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Taurus, this is take 2 for your reading. I completed your reading. However, by minute 2, so the reading must have been around 17-18 minutes or so. By minute 2, something happened and the whole video got put on time lapse or slow motion. And I tried to take it, speed it up to see what that does, but the voice kind of stayed like, ooh, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I gotta redo the whole video. Oh, I took some time. I did some updates here and there to things, because I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know who pushed that button. It wasn't me. I was doing the reading. And nobody gets close to the camera when I'm doing readings, unless it's the cats, but they were nowhere around, and they don't press buttons. They pull on the wires. So, take 2. Let's see if this goes through all the way. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the 7 of Pentacles. You're working on something currently. There's a lot of, especially in the current situation, lots of pentacle energy, which that kind of gives me a sense of the material. So it could be that you're focusing on your job. It could be that you're focusing on your family. I don't know. There's a whole lot of 3D kind of an energy where your focus is at currently. And that's not a bad thing. It's, you know, there's definitely putting in energy and getting results, good results. In the recent past, the 5 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. This is like, because I see conflict and you're definitely part of it, but at some point you're like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know, definitely rushing out of there. But it's funny to me because it's like, well, you know, you were part of it, you created it, but you know, we all do that, like, oops, fucked up, better get out of here. It kind of comes through as that a little bit. Not that you created it necessarily, but you were definitely part of it, so you sustained part of this conflict. So I don't know what this is. Definitely not looking pretty, and definitely you being like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. You know, I'm out. In the current situation, the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, beautiful energies. Love, stability. The Queen of Pentacles, a lot of nurturing, self-love in there too. So it's good energies that you got at play here, and definitely the energies that you're focused on. You know, to not only work on these things, but sustain them. In the immediate future, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, the Knight of Cups. There's an action that's kind of wanting to go in a particular direction. This Empress, I don't know who they are to you. They definitely mean a lot to you. And there's you wanting to go towards them, and your heart is opening up in that direction as well. Okay, let's clarify. Seven of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups. This looks like an energy where you want to put effort into something, you want to invest into something, but it's coming through as, oh, but I gotta wait. And this whole waiting game kind of gives you time, a lot of time to think about things and to overthink things, because it's too much time. So it's like, okay, well, let's deal with too many thoughts then about it. I don't know why the delay or the pause. I get a little bit of a sense that it's self-imposed, kind of like it's not the right time now. Maybe next week. And then next week comes and it's like, no, not now either. Maybe next month. Nope, not next month either. You know, it kind of comes through as that. It doesn't come through as a pause from the outside. Like maybe you have to wait for something to happen in order for you to do something. I don't see it as that. And I also see you a little bit upset about it. Kind of like, you know what? How much longer am I going to wait? But still kind of waiting. And again, self-imposed kind of a waiting because you're in your head about things. You want to do something, but you're stopping yourself because you have to think about it, and then you overthink. And then you're in the position of, well, let's think and think and think about things, not do, you know, anything about it. Okay. Let's do the Five of Wands in the recent past. Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Hey, stop it. Stop it, I said. What did I say? You stop that right now. Okay. It's annoying, I know, but I gotta stop him because one time he did lick and lick and lick until he chewed through his paws, and you know, it's gonna create other issues. He's got plenty, he doesn't need some more. So it's gotten to the point where it's kind of annoying to me, but I gotta stop him. Alright, so I'm looking at this because I see the Knight of Cups there, I see the Knight of Cups in the immediate future. But I also see, it's kind of like you had two options in this situation. There was conflict that was created between you and somebody else. At some point, I see you deciding to be like, oh, you know what? It's too difficult to deal with. I'm out. There was also the option to open up your heart to the situation and possibly try to mend it or heal it or just come from your heart in the situation. I don't see you taking that option, but I see you turning to that option in the future, though, as an alternative to this. But definitely either you or someone you dealt with here kind of like, no, not dealing with this. Looks like crap. I'm out. Okay. Let's do the Queen of Swords in the recent past. The Tower, the Star, the Justice card. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Went completely opposite of what you really, really wanted here. By leaving the situation, you were actually... Because you didn't want that. You're showing me, I want for things not to look like this. I want for things to be straightened up. But in order for that to happen, you would have had to participate in that, where I see you as leaving the situation rather than participating in it. And by leaving, I feel like things got worse. And that was possibly the time when, one of the times at least, in which you started to go against your own desires, you know? I don't want to be leaving, but I'm going to leave. Why? Let's do the Knight of Swords in the recent past. For the Knight of Swords, you get the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords. Yeah, you know what? Whatever was in here, and if it had to do with love, fuck this. It's not looking pretty. I'm going to go look for that someplace else. I don't feel like you found it. But what this situation did for you, because I feel like you were searching for something outside of yourself, whereas this situation was pushing you to look for something inside of yourself. So looking for something outside of yourself, failure, and then all of the situation leads to healing for you. So that's when you start going inside. Okay, so ultimately you got there. A little, but you got there. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles in the current situation. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. You're stepping into your power here. There's a lot of self-love. There's a lot of self-healing here. There's a lot of putting yourself first and learning how to do that, to do all of that. And it's definitely helping where you surround yourself. I see you surrounding yourself with the energy of commitment somehow. I don't see it as a particular commitment, although it could be. but more of the energy, which is telling me that it could be whoever you're surrounding yourself with, friends, family, people you're close to here, contribute to that. Stepping into your own power, you're surrounding yourself by that energy, and that energy helps a lot. The actual action of this, you're doing it on your own, but that element of committing to someone, to energies that fit you at this time, are definitely helpful. Cool. Let's do the 10 of Cups. In the current situation, the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, the King of Swords. There's still a little bit of waiting. So there's you kind of dealing with the energy that's around here, and you're doing good here. There's a little side to you. It's off there to the side, and it's kind of waiting for something, that almost like that cherry on top. And there is an energy of balance in whatever it is you're waiting for. And it's kind of like realizing that in order for that to happen, I would have to do something about it, I see you. That's the thing. Because I kind of see this whole reading tied up to the past, to the future somehow. So it's almost looking like something was broken in the past. You do want to put it back together, but in order for that to happen, somebody has to do something about it. And now that you're in these energies that are, great, it's kind of like the cherry on top stands in this conflict being put back together in a healthy way. Whatever that is to you, because it's still here. As an energy, it still kind of goes with you. So you took it with you. And as you're healing and as you're doing better and better, you're like, okay, time to put what was broken together, if it's important. And I feel like it is, because again, I kind of see it all coming together for you. Let's do the 10 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the World card. Slowly but surely, you're starting to detach yourself from things that just look good on the surface. It's kind of like, well, it has to feel good. Because as I said, you're starting to step into your power. And from that place, it's not going to feel good dealing with things just because, those things or situations or people that you're dealing with have to resonate with your energy where you're at as you're growing. And whatever doesn't, and it just looks good, or it's there just because, kind of out it goes. There's definitely an ending to some cycles here, because it's a deceptive energy. So what if it looks good? Does it feel good? Let's see the Ace of Wands. There it is. Yeah, it all ties together. For the Ace of Wands, you get the 10 of Cups, which was right here in the energy of broken and trying to fix. The Ace of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Action, 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 action is coming through. Kind of like opening up that can of worms and just releasing the worms, cleaning up the can and putting it back together. It's kind of like that in the way it shows up. Because here is the intention and here's the acknowledgement of I gotta do something about it. This is where you actually do something about it. So the action is definitely starting to go out. Could be communication, you're opening up communication. Who knows? Who knows how you're doing it? Let's do the Empress. Of course, roles can be reversed, so that doesn't have to be you necessarily. Okay. Ooh, you're dealing with a tough cookie though. Because this energy, so the Empress, the Death card, the Queen of Swords, the Devil. This energy presents itself as closed off, completely closed off, like almost looking like they're made of stone, kind of a thing. But they're not really. They're showing up like that. You might be perceiving them as that, but they're not that. They are having a hard time reaching into themselves though. So they are putting up that facade, but they also believe in that facade. And that's actually quite damaging to them and quite unhealthy. but they would have to realize that on their own. You know, you can't really force them. Nobody can force them but themselves to actually figure this one out, because they're presenting themselves as no trespassing, you're not allowed here, go away. And they're not made out of that. That's just, you know, the shell on the outside. But it is quite unhealthy for them to show up in that. So that tells me that that's not really who they are. That's just what they're showing, and that's what they want to believe they are. Let's do the Knight of Cups in the immediate future. Yeah, back to the beginning of this. Knight of Cups, you get the Five of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands. Goes back to that Five of Wands that opened up the reading. And there's definitely your intuition that's kind of pushing you in the direction of, hey, now you got all the tools you need to maybe choose a different path for that situation. Because again, in the past, I kind of see you, if that's you, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Then you come into your own healing. Then you kind of step into these balancing energies for yourself. And from this place of clarity, you're kind of like, okay, you know what? Let me go treat the situation a little bit different. Let's see what happens. I don't know. The only difference that I'm seeing is the choice you're making in dealing with the situation. Very nice energies you're bringing to the table. I don't know where they were in the past. I see them where they are as you're approaching, but I have no idea where they were. I'm assuming not where they're at now, energetically speaking. So this is something that, you know, even though you're bringing this energy, it might not be reciprocated at this time because they don't have that openness to them yet. But it's, it's a shield. It's kind of like a shield, but an unhealthy one that they're thinking they're protecting themselves. Anyways, let's see what the universe has. Oof. Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords. Definitely building up in these energies of action. And it is coming from a place of, it's like your courage has increased, your sense of stability within yourself, your sense of security, your sense of clarity. Everything is kind of lined up. It's, as I said, now you've got the tools. Maybe in the past you didn't. Now you seem to have all the tools to make different choices. And to try from a different perspective here. And I feel like something is pushing you to do just that. There's a lot of action cards in here. The Ace of Swords twice, the Ace of Wands, Kings, Queens of Swords, all sorts of Ace of Cups is here. Yeah, there's definitely something kind of cooking up to start off. So that's what I have for you. Hope this reading went through, and I'll see you next time. Bye.